As the demand for drones on the front lines rises, the Ukraine claims it is rapidly increasing its production. The government has loosened import restrictions and eliminated tariffs on drone components and equipment. The expansion is being funded by the successful Army of Drones fundraising campaign. More than $108 million, £87 million, has been raised with the assistance of celebrities such as Mark Hamill from Star Wars. In addition to purchasing and constructing drones for the conflict, the funds are used to train new pilots for the front lines. The BBC was invited to a training session on the outskirts of Kyiv for Ukraine's newest cohort of drone pilots. 12 pairs of pilots flew small drones across a field in quest of markers that resembled military targets. Instructor Slava observed their technique and advised them on how to better conceal themselves in their makeshift shelters. "Drones are our eyes, we can see the occupier clearly from above, allowing us to adjust artillery and locate and eliminate the enemy," he explains. Soldiers on both sides of the conflict rely increasingly on smaller, relatively inexpensive drones that are typically employed for filming. On the front lines, the DJI Mavic, which costs less than $2,000, £1,615, is the most prevalent drone. Last year, its Chinese manufacturer prohibited exports to Ukraine and Russia on the grounds that its products are civilian use only. According to Slava, the moratorium has made it more difficult to acquire drones, but Ukraine has still imported thousands. However, he acknowledges that they need more, as they are frequently shot down or blocked by electronic weapons. The organizers of the Army of Drones campaign claim to have constructed or acquired an additional 3,300 drones. About 400 individuals have even mailed their own recreational drones. Fundraising began in July of last year in an effort to increase the nation's fleet and train pilots. The initiative is prominent on social media, with Mark Hamill distributing promotional videos and communicating with his fans. As the Ukrainian government insists that drones provide its military with a competitive edge on the battlefield, additional drone initiatives are being promoted in numerous shops and petrol stations across the country. 10 RQ-35 Hydron reconnaissance drones reputedly costing $16,000, £13,000, each were purchased and deployed to the front lines last month as part of the Army of Drones initiative. The most recent cargo of 100 kamikaze drones designed to crash into enemy targets was sent to Bakhmut on Monday. In March, Ukraine's Ministry for Digital Transformation announced what it termed an important step for the development of the Ukrainian UAV, unmanned aerial vehicle, market by easing and simplifying the process for importing drone components into the country. Previously, regulations stipulated that receiving components such as GPS modules or thermal cameras could take up to 15 days. Additionally, the Ukraine modified its tax legislation so that importers of drones and their components are exempt from paying import duty and value-added tax. Minister for Digital Transformation Mikhailo Fedorov stated, when announcing the changes, that drones are now a fundamental technology in terms of their significance. Mr. Fedorov has been spearheading the fundraising campaign for the Army of Drones. In his government office in Kyiv, he proudly displays a prototype of a new clandestine kamikaze drone that is being manufactured in Ukraine. Mr. Fedorov makes no effort to conceal the lethal nature of these drones designed to destroy soldiers and vehicles. However, he, like the rest of his administration, refuses to discuss recent drone operations on Russian territory. According to Russian state media, a drone crashed in the town of Kiryevsk approximately 400 kilometers, 249 miles, from the Ukrainian border last month, injuring at least 3 persons in an explosion. In February, Russian media reported that a drone manufactured in Ukraine had plummeted in the region of Moscow, with officials accusing Ukraine of targeting an energy facility. Russia has deployed hundreds of drones against Ukraine, including large Shahed kamikaze drones manufactured in Iran. However, Ukraine has never confessed to conducting offensive operations on Russian soil. When asked if he would approve of drone strikes against Russia, Mr. Fedorov responded, "I support everything that will bring us victory and stop Russia." Mr. Fedorov boasted on his official Telegram account about a Ukrainian drone dubbed the R-18 that can fly from Kiev to Moscow and back. The minister denied that he was advocating for drone strikes against Moscow, stating, "We have defense forces that plan operations, and it is our responsibility to ensure that the country has sufficient UAVs for all military purposes." The Ukraine Ministry of Defense did not respond to our requests for comment regarding drone attacks on Russian territory.